When I first got guinea pigs, let's be honest, I thought they were pretty simple creatures. Cute, definitely. Squeaky and incredibly vocal, absolutely. But intelligent, well, logic says not so much. But fast forward 18 years and somewhere along the way, without me noticing when, I stopped thinking of them as simple pets. The more time I spent around them, watching them, observing them interacting, and seeing how they learn, the more I understood them and the more I came to realise there's a lot more going on in those little heads than people ever give them credit for. In this video, we're going to explore the questions: how smart is your guinea pig? And what does smart even mean for a guinea pig? We'll look at the science behind social intelligence, communication, memory, and learning, and I'll share examples from my own herd, and by the end, you might find yourself looking at your guinea pigs a little differently. Let's start with something guinea pigs do every single day: interact with each other, because this is where a lot of their intelligence naturally shines through. Guinea pigs are highly social, and in the wild they lived in groups. Each guinea pig would need to communicate constantly with others, to keep one another close and to alert them of any dangers and to maintain important relationships. Today, guinea pigs have over 20 different vocalizations, most of which revolve around bonding and maintaining hierarchies. Social groups in the wild would have one dominant male to multiple females. And that's something we've kind of replicated in our own herd. So Nacho here is the dominant male of 4 girls. Fortunately for him, he won't have to battle for dominance with any other males, because I wouldn't let that happen. But watching Nacho manage his little group is fascinating. He positions himself strategically to limit conflicts, even if he looks clueless when he's doing it. He knows who needs space and who is trying to start trouble. Yes, he responds to the girls when they're in heat, but not overly enough to stress them out. In his own way, he's actively managing the social dynamic for the benefit of them and himself. Life is less stressful when everyone's chill, right? And some interesting research has backed this up and shown that guinea pigs' social behaviour isn't just instinct, it's learned and shaped by their experiences. So one study looked at the ability of male guinea pigs to form stable relationships with other males, something that us owners know can be tricky. And they found that males reared alone were much more stressed and had less success with bonding than males that were raised in a colony. So just like puppies, guinea pigs socialised from a young age learnt to navigate social situations better as adults. And our very own example of this is Callie. She was born at a rescue and kept in a large group of females with one male. And I see all the time how good she is at reading social situations and avoiding confrontation. If there's tension, she weighs up the risk and makes a decision, either removing herself or staying put if she thinks the other pig is likely to give in. If someone's in a territorial mood, she'll recognise that from a distance and take a different route around the cage to avoid them. She's constantly assessing and adapting to situations, which is likely shaped by her experiences growing up in the rescue. Think about it like at school or a workplace or even over the family dinner table. They're not just sitting there passively, minding their own business. They're reading the room, navigating personalities, and making choices based on past experiences. And this is one of the key reasons as to why guinea pigs should not be kept alone. It's not just about companionship, it's about giving them the opportunity to exercise this social intelligence. A guinea pig living alone is like having a brain built for chess but never getting to play the game. And it goes beyond just social skills. Studies have shown that guinea pigs housed with companions are actually better at learning and problem solving. That social interaction, the communication, navigating relationships, it keeps their mind active and engaged. So guinea pigs are socially intelligent, but what about other types of learning? Well, association learning is a strength that all us owners will quickly realise. Piggies learn that certain sounds mean food. Cue the squeaking. Research backs this up too, so many studies have shown that guinea pigs excel at auditory cues with positive outcomes. And in my experience, they actually pick out specific sounds and work out the likelihood of food coming their way. For example, if I'm downstairs in the kitchen, their reactions vary depending on what exactly they hear from their cage upstairs. Fridge door opening? Reasonable excitement, moderate chance of food, but could also be human getting human snack. Cutlery clinking, could be a knife being taken out of the cutlery drawer. Things are looking up. But rustling plastic packaging and the sounds of chopping on the chopping board, they are on high veggie alert. What's clever is that when I come upstairs after being in the kitchen chopping away, their squeaks are noticeably more intense than if I just come upstairs with a coffee, for example. They've put 2 and 2 together and know that a certain combination of the right sounds means dinner. And they even track timing. So we don't do this at the minute, but feed your pigs at the same time every day and they'll absolutely let you know if you're late. And it goes further. Guinea pigs can learn genuine tricks, and there's some very impressive proof out there. So the website and YouTube channel Amazing Animal Tricks has documented their guinea pigs learning countless tricks, including the wonderful piggy Ace, who learn over 100 tricks and earn advanced, expert and champion trick titles intended for dogs. Example skills include fetch, scent detection, basketball, painting, and all sorts of agility-based tricks. Their website lists all their current piggies and all the tricks they know, which just shows that this willing to learn is something many guinea pigs share. I'll pop the links below, so definitely check them out at some point. And I'll definitely be trying some more training with my own piggies. But for now, circle is a fairly basic trick that all my piggies have pretty much mastered. Callie was the fastest to learn this, and she's also the most eager to perform it in exchange for food. So much so that she now responds to just the hand gesture on its own without me saying circle. The others, they're not so reliable, and learning ability does vary from one pig to the next. So in one scientific study, researchers tested guinea pigs on learning tasks, specifically discrimination tasks where they had to learn which of 2 similar objects would lead to a reward. And here's what made the study clever. They tested the same guinea pigs 4 times over 4 months using completely different objects. So the guinea pigs couldn't just rely on their memory, they had to actually learn every new task from scratch. And what the researchers found was that individual guinea pigs showed consistent differences in learning speed. The fastest learners in the first task were also the fastest learners in the second, third and fourth tasks. So in other words, Callie isn't just having a good day when she picks things up quickly, she's better at learning, and in that respect she could well be smarter than the others. You can test and train the learning abilities of your own guinea pigs yourself. Treat balls are a really fun place to start. Fill them with pellets or small veggies and watch while your guinea pigs figure out that rolling the ball around makes treats fall out. You can also try puzzle feeders where they have to lift or move components to access hidden treats. Or create simple mazes using books or cardboard and hide vegetables at the end. Start simple and gradually make it more challenging as they improve. And if you want to know more about the trick side of things, Amazing Animals has some fantastic guides on how to start with training your piggies, including the setup and simple equipment. Starter tricks include things like paws up, following a target, going through a hoop or a tunnel, circle or spin, and even picking up a ball, which then can lead to distance work like fetch. The key is to use their favourite vegetables as rewards, so things like bell peppers, leafy greens or cucumber, and keep training sessions short at 5 minutes at a time. And just like I found with Callie, guinea pigs respond really well to hand signals rather than voice commands. I also loved reading how their guinea pigs genuinely enjoyed the training sessions too, and would rumble with delight when it was their turn. So things like this aren't just party tricks, you know? They're providing important mental enrichment for your guinea pigs, keeping their brains active and engaged. The third type of intelligence guinea pigs demonstrate is spatial learning and memory. So in the wild, their ancestors navigated complex networks of grass tunnels, they memorized escape routes from predators and tracked the best foraging areas. That ability is still very much present in our piggies today. And Callie, yes Callie, she's clearly the shining star of the group. She has learnt the layout of our house, and the hallway especially, without even exploring it on foot that much. So much so that she can climb the stairs and navigate her way back to the cage, almost like she's following a mental map. And And Phoebe is the champion of any vegetable hiding challenge. She consistently finds the hidden treats first, and I can tell that she's memorized all the best hiding spots and checks them systematically. Even when the cage is rearranged, she'll make a beeline for places like the tops of hammocks, water bottles, and other choice hiding spots. And something that science has questioned is whether domestication has resulted in less intelligent guinea pigs. After all, the brains of domesticated piggies are 13% smaller than wild pigs. And one study tested the difference in spatial memory learning between pet and wild guinea pigs using the Morris water maze, where participants must find a hidden platform in a pool of water. And as a rule, wild animals are smarter, right? You know, they have to survive, navigate complex territories, remember where resources are. But in this study, researchers actually found that domestic guinea pigs performed better than their wild counterparts. They learned faster and consistently remembered where the hidden platform was and how to use the cues to find it. Now, this setup isn't ideal, obviously. Placing guinea pigs in water is not exactly natural for them, and wild guinea pigs are much more stress reactive than domesticated ones. So it's possible the test was bias. However, even if that was the case, domestication has reduced that fearfulness and stress response. We know that domesticated guinea pigs are more willing to try new things, less likely to freeze up in new environments. So while we can't say definitely that domesticated guinea pigs have better brains overall, we can say that they're better adapted to learning in human environments. They're less afraid, more curious, more willing to engage. You could say that this cognitive flexibility is a form of intelligence in itself. Fair enough, but we do need to accept that guinea pigs are all individuals and they don't always follow these rules. So Nacho, for example, he doesn't excel at this spatial memory thing at all. He breaks the findings of an interesting study that compared how well male and female guinea pigs were at solving a maze. And 64% of males completed the maze versus only 24% of females, indicating that males have superior navigational skills. And this got me thinking, right? If domestication as a whole has made guinea pigs less fearful and better learners, on an individual level, taming and building trust with your guinea pig is likely to have a similar effect. The more confident and comfortable your guinea pig feels around you, the more they'll be willing to engage, to explore, and to show you what they can do. And Amazing Animal Tricks emphasizes that a strong bond with your guinea pig is an essential foundation for training. They recommend spending time taming and bonding with them first. Getting your guinea pig being comfortable taking food from your hand, being near you, having you in their environment. Only then should you jump into trick training. Ideally starting at around 1 year old when they've settled down a bit and are a bit less jumpy and distracted. I'll pop some of my taming videos down in the description below, and I would highly recommend giving them a watch if you're wanting to work on taming with your guinea pigs. Let's be honest, guinea pigs have a certain reputation. Starter pets, low maintenance companions, the animals you get when you want something cuddly but not too complicated. But every time Nacho settles a dispute in the herd, every time Callie spins on command, every time Phoebe finds that hidden piece of pepper, they're showing us their intelligence. Not human intelligence, but guinea pig intelligence. And that's something worth recognizing. So if you're thinking about getting guinea pigs, know this. You're not getting simple creatures. You're getting intelligent, social animals who need companionship, space, and mental stimulation to thrive. And if you already have guinea pigs, take another look. What are they trying to tell you? What have they learned? What patterns have they picked up on that you hadn't even noticed? Drop us a comment below and let us know what's the smartest thing your guinea pig's ever done. I'd really love to hear your stories. Okay, that's all from us today, but if you want to learn more about some easy ways you can provide enrichment and stimulation for your piggies, I'll pop this video up for you to watch next. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!